Morning. Welcome back. It's the Planning Psychologist here. If you're new, hi and welcome. And if you're a regular, welcome back. Just a reminder that if you've been watching for a while, to hit that like and that subscribe button. And hopefully you enjoy this plan with me. Okay, so this is a plan with me for the last week of January / the beginning of February. And I do things a little bit differently in terms of the end of the month, just because I need it to be my way, which is why I actually have a bullet journal or a bound notebook rather than a structured planner. So if you've watched me for a while now, you would know that I really don't like having a week in one thing when it comes to splitting the month. So you know how all the planners have Monday to Friday, and then all of a sudden the first of the month for this February, for example, is on Thursday, and it'll either end up that the first in February will be in the January month and then there'll be a cover page, or it'll be in the February month. Either way, the right dates aren't in the right month, and yep, there are things that just do my head in, and that is one of them. So how I do this in terms of the bound notebook that has no structure whatsoever is that we're going to split the week. So what's going to end up happening is that the 29th, 30th and 31st are going to be on this page. I'm then going to do my February cover, which I'll do at a later date because I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do on here. And I'll do that in my monthly, hopefully a monthly setup video in the next week for you, showing how I reset my planner for the month and what I do to kind of catch up and reset and do all of that. And then I will be doing the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd and the 4th here. So it's actually split by the February cover page. So it's actually in the right month and it's not going to do my head in. I know it's something small, and I know that most people probably wouldn't even notice or get worried about it or anything like that, but it's just something that does kind of annoy me. It always has. Even as a kid in your planners at school, it used to just annoy me because it was in the wrong month. It was always in the wrong month. Anyway, enough about that. So what are we going to do? As you know, at the moment, I've been trying to do interesting spreads and different spreads each week. So we had that for the first week of January, this for the second, which I actually didn't mind at all, this the third week, which is incredibly pretty, at least I think so, but very haphazard. So if you're a structured planner, this probably wouldn't work for you, but I actually really enjoyed it. And this is the current week that I'm in, so I'm planning this week, which is next week, whilst in this week. But this week has actually worked out quite well. I actually enjoyed this, and it wasn't too much of an issue with these to-dos over here, but it is much harder to work when you've got kind of little bits that are tiny. So I think I'd leave something like that for a week where I don't have a huge amount on, so that I don't end up having to squish all of my to-dos. But apart from that, it's actually working pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with that. So this time I thought I'd go fairly simple just because the weeks are split, and I do have a lot going on. It's my other half's birthday on this week, so this is going to be a bit of a birthday spread too, so I'm actually quite happy that I have extra room because it means I can actually do some extra decorating and stuff, because I do make a big deal out of birthdays. Him not so much, tends to shy away from birthdays and not like them very much, but you know, any excuse for me to actually celebrate somebody's birthday, to plan for somebody's birthday, to do anything like that, and I'm all over it. So this is one way and one place that I can do that. Well, let me be real here. It's another place and another way that I can do that. So yeah, I'll be doing that as well in this planner. Okay, so enough of me just talking away. How about I actually get into some planning, and we will maybe do this week first, and then, well, this week, maybe do this half of the week first, come back, have a chat to you about how and what's going on in this week, and then we go into the following half of that week. How does that sound? Well, really, you don't have a choice, do you? It's what I've decided to do. You're coming along for the ride if you're watching. So let's get to it, and let's see how this goes, and then we'll come back and do the other half. Okay, see you in a minute. Hey, did you spot my big mistake there in the sped up bit? Yep, I got so excited by stamping that I just kept stamping. And Thursday doesn't fall into January, it falls into February. So I had to laugh at the fact that I was so proud of myself for not getting any of the stamps wrong. And then I realized, well, yeah, over-stamped. So then I had to go back. And as you know, liquid paper's my favorite thing. We're now right. And we've stamped over the top of the liquid paper and my dates are now right. But typical, isn't it? When you actually think, yay, I've done it. Nope, no, I haven't. Anyway, so let's do with this page first and figure out what we're going to do with this. So this week is actually a fairly slow week, but that's because we're preparing to go back to school. So school's back, lots of things are happening. There's going to be a lot of to-dos and kinds of that kind of thing, which I'm really grateful that I've got an entire page over here to do my to-do list this time, because there's going to be a lot of stuff to get ready to go back to school. So this side of the page, I've decided to utilize some washi tape as well as a Rabbit Tribe kit that I've gotten. I couldn't even tell you when that was. A Lauren Phelps design washi tape, as well as an Indigenous artwork, Australian Indigenous artwork washi tape there, to fill up this page with the washi. This will be my cover page, and then I will do the other side. So how about you? We keep chatting away and I'll talk to you about this. So I've had a few people who are now, I don't know if you saw my video a few videos back, but who were following me a little while ago and watched my mindfulness page, my mindful colouring in page that I've been doing at the back of this planner, and they've seen some beautiful pictures of them in other people's planners, and I'm so grateful it's working for you guys. For me, it's not something I do every day. You certainly can, and you know, it's a mindfulness thing, so you can do it whenever the heck you like. But I'm just so glad that it's something that's actually helped people. I'm really big on mindfulness and doing different activities. I have a list of things that actually help me be mindful. I use meditation, I journal, obviously, plan, things like that. But it was just so nice to see other people using stuff like that for themselves. Mine, like I said, I don't use mine every day. Mine's more for when I need something to ground me, or I have a little bit of spare time on my hands waiting for appointments or that kind of thing. That's when I tend to use that page. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can have a flick through back over the last, I think it was probably about 4 videos ago. But essentially what it is, let's see if I can find it quickly. Oops. Where is it? Of course, now I'm not going to be able to find it just because I want to find it, which is typical of me. There you go. So it's just a colouring in page where I'm colouring in one dot and a colour whenever I need to, whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm being creative or I have some time to kill. And also when I'm feeling overwhelmed, it just gives me something mindfully to slow myself down and to do on this page. Anyway, that is not what we're here for. We are here for planning. So let's get planning in this, and let's get all the stuff in that we need to get in. And then I will start doing the other side of this page. So as I said in earlier videos, I was trying this month to do a completely different weekly spread for the whole month, and I think I've managed to accomplish that. This is not something I use. I'm not a massive fan of layouts like this. I prefer columns down the page, but you know what? The whole point was for me to actually try out new things, so that's exactly what we're doing, and we'll see how it goes, hey? Alright, so very simplistic right now, just some washi tape and a little thing. Let's get our stuff in here first and foremost so that we know what we're doing, and then we can go from there. So as per usual, I'm using my Tombow to denote my mindfulness activity, my self-care thing, whether that's exercise, planning, journaling, whatever I'm doing that day. So we've just gone with this colour. This is the Tombow 772, I think. As I said, my Tombows are pretty worn out. I use them a fair amount, so a lot of them don't have a huge amount of colour left. But this little bit here, this is something I only started doing in January. It's been working really well for me. It's nice to see what I did during the week, and also how many times I exercised, that kind of stuff, how many times I journaled. And I just kind of like it because, you know, it highlights it at the top so that I can see it really quickly. So I actually quite enjoy that. Okay, anyway, enough of me talking. What am I doing? What am I doing this week? I don't even know. Okay, let's get out my trusty sticker book. I will do the tasky, annoying type things that need to be put in here, and then I'll be back in a minute to have a chat to you about the second half of this, hey? All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so there you have it. That is the last few days of January in my planner. As you know, I plan sideways, so you can't see that properly, but there you go. And I still have a few stickers left on this, which will go into my sticker book. So then, as I said, will be my February page. I do like these extra pages just because I get a lot more space. I can decorate a bit more than what I do on these ones. So I'm quite happy with that. And then what we're going to do is move into that first week in February. And this is going to be where all of my to-dos go as well. So my other half is a mad, I don't even know what you'd call it. Like, he's just so into night photography, so the Milky Way and stuff like that. So I thought that, considering it's his birthday, what a lovely thing to do to actually have a page that's got, you know, a lot of stars and Milky Way stuff. And last year, I think it was, this was a kit from Rebel & Co that I got sent to me. Or it's more than I got sent to me, but I bought, and I've still got quite a bit of it left, and I thought this would be perfect for this week. Lots of stuff around galaxies and things like that, and lots of washi tape. So this is what I'm going to be using to set up his birthday week, and also his birthday 4 days. I'm going to go with birthday 4 days. We actually do birthday weeks, but as I said, he tends to shy away from that a bit. But, you know, doesn't mean I can't make a big deal out of it. So this is what I'm going to do in this page, and then I will get planning the way that we usually do. So I'm going to stick the washi down first, and then I'll put in our events and then the to-dos and things like that. So here we go. I'll be back in a minute. I know this is a lot of much more planning than what you normally do. I don't usually do as much chatting between planning, but because of the fact that I'm separating it, I wanted to show you guys my process and how this goes about when I'm trying to split the month on purpose, because it is a weird thing. I don't think I've seen anybody else do it in their planner setups. So I thought I'd talk you guys through what I do and how I do it. Anyway, here we go. Birthday week, we're going to be doing this, and we're also going to be using some Marshmallow Studios little stickers as well to denote his birthday, because I like it. So yeah, okay, I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Bye. Okie dokie, and there we have it. So here is the second half of that week, and also the first part of February. So very different, stark kind of contrast in terms of the 2 weeks. Now, something's missing there, isn't it? I think there needs to be something there. What have we got? What have we got that might be a little bit, you know, I love this. I absolutely love this kit, and I'm very sad to be at the end of it, but postage and handling was so expensive to Australia. It was crazy. So whilst I'd love to get it again, honestly, can't justify it. I could barely justify it the first time around, but it is so stunning. And I've actually done quite a few weeks in this. It actually has, there was a lot of stickers and a lot of washi tape. So, you know, it was good value, but yeah, crazy expensive to get it over here. I do like these stars. Hey, maybe I can put some stars around the place, jazz it up a little bit. There are going to be more things to do in here. Nothing's been solidified yet in terms of what we're doing these 2 days, but this is what we're getting. Got a lot of space, which is nice because I've been very cramped up the last few weeks, so I am going to enjoy the space. It is, like I said, a busy week. It doesn't look like it because there's not a huge amount in the actual planner, but because of the events that are actually happening, there's a lot that's going to end up being here. And I know it. This list is going to get huge, especially once I start figuring out what I actually need to do to get back to school and all of that stuff. But there you have it, guys. Here is another plan with me in my Sterling Ink TN sized notebook. It is getting really chunky, and I will do an honest review of this. Chances are I won't be going back into this in my next book, but I'll talk all about that in another video. Oh my god. Yep, another video. But for now, this is what we're looking at. These are the next week, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I've got a lot of space, which is lovely. I really like this layout, again, as I said, and now I'm rambling. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next month, whether I'm going to continue with the creative find a new spread every week, whether I tweak some of these. Like, I'd like to tweak that so I have more space and see if it works better for me. This one here is a massive spread, so you know, there's lots of different options going forward. I am enjoying the creativity of having a different layout each week, but it does tend to get confusing. I have noticed that I need some stuff to be consistent throughout all of the weeks as well. So this is helping, because then I know that each week that's what I'm looking at, that is what it is. I am also enjoying the highlighting the actual event and not all of the things. So some things like, you know, work I don't need to highlight, that happens, but actual appointments that I need to get to, I do highlight on purpose. It's making that easier for me to see. And the boxes, so they're consistently things in my planner that I look out for, so that I know, okay, this is what this means, this is color coded, this is kind of in this layout, which has really helped, especially when I'm changing up the layouts every week. Anyway, like I said, I'm rambling at the moment, so I hope you enjoyed this. Click like, click subscribe, and I will see you guys next time, hoping to do a monthly reset and setup so that you get to see what I do at the end of the month / starting the next month. As I said, I don't set up that week of the next month because it is part of just the next week, but I will be setting up February, so we might get a video about that. And then of course my following plan with me. All right guys, see you guys next time. Bye.